Hey guys, Jemmygod here, and today I'm going to be showing you the Dan Dee animated Tappin reindeer with candy cane. Now I got this along with the snowman, but unlike the snowman, I was actually pretty selective on which exact one I wanted to get. Maybe it's just an originality factor with me, I don't know, but I was looking through several listings of this, well, not very many because there weren't that many on eBay, but I was looking and I was making sure that if I was going to buy one of these, I wanted to buy the one that looked just right for me. And this is the one that looked just right. Maybe it's because of how the eyes are closer together than they are on most other replicas, I don't know. But all I can say is, I'm very glad that this is the one I ended up getting. Now, the snowman was in new condition, so there was nothing really wrong with it. This one, on the other hand, has quite a few defects to it. One being is that, the arms, if you're thinking that they're posable, they're not. They actually have this steel spring attached to a shoulder piece that, moves both arms back and forth. It's the same module as the Singing and the Rain Dogs. Now, here's where it's broken. I mean, it's not like the gear is split. It's just the arm piece, the arm spring that gives it its shape is actually snapped off. And up here in the shoulder is the moving joint that moves the arms back and forth. I'm guessing that the people at the factory, or whoever was designing it at first, put a cheap type of glue to hold that spring in place. And if that's the case, it wasn't a very good design overall. I mean, or either that or it just came off from age. But it doesn't really affect the performance of the item in general for the most part, so it doesn't really concern me that much. And the other defect this guy has is the foot tapping mechanism. Now you're probably thinking, oh, what's wrong with this? There's nothing wrong with it. Now, true, it may seem that way, but the foot taps up and down, the gears aren't split. No, here's what the problem is. The foot can go all the way down like that. It's not supposed to be that way. So I'm guessing there's some plastic issue going on with the foot tapping mechanism. Now, granted that sometimes it can move freely up and down, but when it gets like this, you gotta, snap it back into place. Like that. Fortunately, this does not really impact the design of the foot mechanism. It still works fine, but it's just a little bit of a concern that maybe something's out of place in that part of the module. So maybe I'll go in there and fix it one day, maybe I won't, but I'm not really in the motivation to do so right now. But all I can say is this guy fully works despite having those right side body issues. It fully works, basically. But anyways, this guy's cheeks light up, he sways side to side, and he sings Walking in a Winter Wonderland, and his foot taps to the music too. So, here he is in action. And there you go, guys. I'll give you an up-close look at the guy. And see his eyes. His plastic eyes are actually a little bit closer together. Because on most other versions of this, most other replicas, the eyes are far more separated. Like about an inch or so. They're distanced a little bit more from each other. So, makes it look kind of weird. And as for the antlers themselves, you're thinking, oh, how do they stand in place like this? There's actually a somewhat durable plastic piece, one in each antler, that holds it up like this, and it helps keep the character in its current shape. It retains the shape of the character, which is a very nice design ethic. I'm glad Dan Dee did that. Here's the candy cane. The press on-off button pad is slightly faded, but it's not really noticeable, so it doesn't matter. And honestly, looking at it this way, I think the candy cane kind of brushes up against the underside of the head. So with this arm being broken, it kind of makes the head move a little bit more freely. So I guess I'm not going to really repair the arm because it actually makes the character feel more alive, you know? Here's the side. And this actually kind of reminds me of a toe-tapping pajama reindeer I used to have. Got it at Kmart in 2008, back when they were still in business. It's got the same colored pajamas, basically, but it has just plain feet, not reindeer-shaped slippers like that one did. But still, this is a really nice design and a good alternative to that character. Here's the back with the Dan Dee tag. And judging from this, this was sold at Walmart too, I'm assuming, because, like I said in the last video, the Snowman version was sold at Walmart and Kmart, and this guy was sold at those two retailers too, presumably for the same price, which I have no idea what it is because I can't figure that out. I'm guessing it was like $15 or something, something to that extent. And also, I actually saw a like one of these on eBay, but it was a Dan Dee, yeah, it was a static version of this. It almost looked like this, same face, had different eyes. It was a static plush though. And there's actually an identical version of this guy that sings Jingle Bell Rock, and I assume it would have programming similar to this, where it would actually sway side to side on one verse, tap its foot on the other. And come to think of it, I think the Snowman Trio, which is a Joe Boxer version, by the way, that Joe Bean Videos has, since he says he got it at Kmart in 2003, and Joe Boxer is basically the mascot for Kmart at the time. I think this shares somewhat the same circuit board as that Snowman Trio, because the swing and the foot tapping share their own verses. Like, the foot tapping would have the small snowman's programming if it was like on a different part of the board where it would move, stop in a pattern, and then basically the swing, the upper body swing, is basically got programmed in the same place of the board as the big snowman on the Snowman Trio. But yeah, this circuit board was used quite a number of times in quite a few of Dan Dee's old items. So that's cool. And the cheeks are light up in sync with the music. That's how most Dan Dee items were programmed with their lights back in the day. But anyways, let's go ahead and show you this guy in action a couple more times. Here we go again.
Wonderland, gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the bluebird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland, walking in a winter wonderland. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the bluebird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland, walking in a winter wonderland.
And there you go, guys. That's the Dan Dee animated toe-tapping reindeer with candy cane. And by the way, this guy has a black module, in case you didn't see. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.